I know everybody's wondering who this Chris person they keep mentioning. I'm Chris. Great to meet you all. Another thing that we've been hearing throughout this meeting has been feedback. So, not sure if many of you do or do not know. Some of you probably already filled out the survey, but we're having an ongoing survey on behalf of our board to try to figure out what or hear from our community, right? Hear from our residents, hear from people that work in here. How can we make Thomas Square better? The way we've kind of broken it up is broken down into 3 pillars, right? Keeping Thomas Square beautiful, keeping Thomas Square safe, and keeping Thomas Square together, right? A lot of the initiatives that we would like to come up with or like to put on for all of you is they all roll up into one of these 3 initiatives. So the survey that has been ongoing and will be closing by the end of Friday, well, next Friday, takes into account all of that feedback. So if you can, once we give out all this information, please, if you can, fill out the survey, have folks, any of your neighbors, anybody you know, like send it out as much as you can because we want as much feedback as possible. Right now I'm going to try to be quick and just give a quick few survey results, just so that you all can kind of see how our community is thinking. Right, so regards to keeping Thomas Square beautiful, some of the things that people want us to focus on are actually increasing the number of trash cans, improving our green spaces such as Thomas Square Park, then also improving garbage and litter collection, which I'm sure is on a lot of folks' minds. Some notes, community litter pickups, those are things that people would like to see us do more of. Other things folks would like us to focus on are fees for negligent property owners. And another note is something that the city should put as much into beautification of Thomas Square as they do for downtown, right? So again, these are the things that we're gonna take back, we're gonna get information on and then take back to the proper city officials that need to take care of it. In regards to keeping Thomas Square safe, this is more about us being more of a community and us feeling safe as a community and as we're walking around or working or just being inside the neighborhood. One of the 3 or the top 3 initiatives that folks want us to focus on were Vision Zero, traffic calming, increase of pedestrian first signage, and increase of bike lanes. A few notes and caveats. Porch piracy is something we want to work on, which was mentioned earlier, and sidewalk accessibility, which again I'm sure is on a lot of people's mind. In regards to keeping Thomas Square together, again, more community engagement, more being able to say hello to your neighbor, more being able to know who your neighbors are. So again, that you feel just safe or just more vested into our community. So a big thing that people want to see more of or to see were community block parties, right? Being able to again, get folks together, whether it be on one block or at Thomas Square Park, and be able to kind of meet your neighbor. Second pillar was, or the second thing to focus on was meet your neighbor events. Pretty self-explanatory, and increase uses of green spaces. Another note on that was more community outreach. I have a heavy background in community outreach, so I'm looking to lead those efforts. Also partner with the Delaware Center, things like that where we can take advantage of what we have here. And it's not just these community spaces, but then also business development and business engagement. Being able to have our community, have our businesses cater to our community as opposed to catering to folks that are downtown that are coming here that want to get away from downtown. So figuring out things like that as incentives for our businesses, excuse me, to support our local community. If that makes sense. The last few things, some other notes, folks would like to see more of. Sharing more information on regulations on noise, garbage, building, and STVRs. Which again, feel like code compliance was here. They can speak to that. Prohibit hotel development, which has been an issue in the past. And then increase signage of to promote awareness and recognition of surrounding local businesses, which I just touched on as well. So again, the survey will be open till next Friday. If you can, please fill it out. Again, I have some copies of the survey here, which kind of explains what we're trying to do, and then also a QR code that takes you directly to the link. I'll leave it at the table over there, I can pass it out, but again, try to fill it out as much as possible because we need to hear from all.
Okay. Chris, can we move on to the next speakers?
Absolutely.
All right. And next